I'm your friend, Dr. Charles Apoki. We are the permanent site of Petra Institute. Let me quickly say, I have about a piece of land just behind this building. That's my personal property for sale. It's good for building. There's a road in front of it. It will be good for you to build a hostel, build a residence close to town. Also, we have 20 acres somewhere that is good for farming. We'll need to put a culvert, maybe just do a road to the place. 20 acres, somebody's already farming there. It's very close to Uge and close to Remukokwari. I will still have some acres left for sale. But I'm talking about the reality of aging. I'm talking about the aging male. You know, I'm 63, and there are some things I am learning, and there's a vow I made that I will share the aging process, the reality of the aging process with other males. I've been discussing with my contemporaries the reality of prostatic enlargement. When you go and urinate, the urine does not come out as freely as before. Towards the end, it will dribble. If you are not careful, it will stain your trousers. The fear of aging, the fear of diseases like prostatic hypertrophy, hypertension, diabetes, the need to check our blood pressures every day. I travel with the equipment to the SFIC to check my blood pressure. There are medications we take daily. The reality of the fact that we're not as strong as before. But your mind, like my mind is still 35, but the body does not respond like us. You will want it to respond. But there's something about aging and marriage. The women age faster than us, and they get less interested in sexual relationship with their husbands earlier than the males. The man is still attracted to females, even at my age bracket and beyond, because the male species is stimulated by vision, stimulated by the female anatomy. Because when Adam saw Eve the first time, he was stimulated visually. Behold the bone of my bones, the flesh of my flesh. He was attracted and amazed. Now there is a statement about the male species that God made in the Bible. It is not good for the man to be alone. A man needs company. He doesn't need a wife. You can be a wife and not be a companion to your husband. You can be a wife and not be a friend to your husband. In fact, when women reach the age of 60 and above, the wifeology turns to mammology. You want to be our mothers. You want to dictate what we will wear. In fact, as you are driving, your wife is driving for you. Will be directing you, do this, do that. But you have been driving for 30, 40 years. They want to dictate how you will live your life. In fact, it comes to a point, the woman wants to be your boss. She knows everything more than you. The person you used to teach in those days now knows so much. In fact, if you're a preacher, she knows scriptures more than you. She in fact wants to correct your theology. And she's more stimulated and happy with other guest preachers compared to you. And it's very interesting. But she does not know that you need a friend. It is not good for the man to be alone. It's the statement that it is not good. I will not leave you comfortless. I will leave for you a comforter, a paraclete, somebody who strengthens you, somebody who is with you always, somebody who attends to you, somebody who cares for you. A man needs a tender touch. He needs caring. In fact, is it called the warm bed philosophy or the warm bosom philosophy of in those days? Was that when a man goes to work, goes to battle, goes to farm, goes for hunting, he wants to come back to the succulent, soft, tender wife, calm voice. But with industrialization, the woman will go out, walk, shout, scream. Maybe she's a boss to men, and then she comes home. She might come home with that attitude. She's tired, she's fatigued, she's stressed up. And then she will still go and cook and do whatever she's doing. She might not be in the mood to care for you, a third old baby in the house, because a man needs attention. It says, and the man shall be your head. It needs adoration. It needs reverence. But you see, research has shown that African American women and even Nigerian women from English-speaking countries that migrated to America don't know how to handle relationship with their male counterparts when they have influence and authority. They want to contend and contest with their husbands. So we are finding a lot of deaths from families, men killing their wives, because the women do not understand that the ego of a man does not like contention. The man is designed as a fighter, has testosterone in his system. He does not like, you see, the Ukrainian and the Russian war is just a war of ego, a war of pride, a war of insecurity. Sometimes men feel very insecure when they are threatened by whoever is relating with them. So you see, the Indian woman in America with the Indian husband, the Indian woman knows how to marry the husband more than the African American woman or the African that migrated to America marrying a man. Contention, rivalry. I buy a car, you want me to buy for you. The Indian can manage one car. The Indian can stay in a small accommodation. So you see a situation where the African male, as he gets older, the Nigerian male, as he gets older, he doesn't have a friend. The children have gone. The mother is friend with the children. The man becomes alone. And it is not good for the man to be alone. According to Miles Monroe, a man does not desire sex. A man needs sex. A man does not desire the company of a woman. A man needs the company of a woman. God has helped me to give me grace to discipline me. The things that bring quarrel between husbands and wife, God has helped me to conquer them. Financial matters, money, no. I don't bring quarrel between my wife and I. I've overgrown that. I live a very simple, minimalistic, frugal life. The things that entice me are not many. The other thing is food. I can't quarrel with her because of food. How much do I eat? I brought my breakfast here and I ate it here. I drank a drink. I'm going to take it home. I might drink it twice again. So I don't need much. The other thing is sex. God has helped me that I have conquered the temptation of falling into adultery and being seduced into adultery. God just helped me. It's not that I'm not tempted. It's not that I don't have the desire, but God has helped me. So you see, particularly pastors' wives, you see the woman wants to do ministry like the man, wants to do deliverance, wants to preach, wants to be in the poster. The husband will shout in the pulpit, she's shouting in the pulpit. They are both tired and exhausted. At a point, there is a gap between the husband and the wife. The wife is preaching to the US, UK. The husband is preaching to Zimbabwe, to Malawi. They want to win kingdoms for God. But at home, there is no relationship. There is no companionship. That's why you find out that a combination of these factors of wanting to mammarize the husband instead of being a companion, the contention, the distance, you find out that when pastors' wives die, they marry on time. They want to marry somebody younger. They want to marry somebody who will admire them. They want to marry somebody who will adore them. They want to marry somebody who will call them Papa, who really values them and admires them. So you see them marrying on time. If you don't understand, if you have not been in their shoes, you will talk rubbish. Somebody said, don't criticize what you have not experienced. Don't criticize what you don't understand. A man needs company. When David was old, they gave him a young girl to keep him warm, even though he did not have sex with her. A man needs to embrace a woman and he will sleep well with the comfort of her body on his body. Even though he might not have an erection to sleep with her, he just wants to hold a it is the nature of a man. He needs a woman. It is not good for the man to be alone. And so you see that men in such relationships, when they get to my age bracket and beyond, you see some men going to take younger wives. You see one former senator marrying models, marrying beautiful girls. You see one former governor marrying like the son's age mate, the daughter's age mate, beautiful lady. There is this need, this hangover that they want to compensate for by marrying these beautiful ladies, by going out with small girls. They might not have energy to sleep with them. They just want the adoration that their finances and their position have earned, will make these girls give to them. That mama at home is not willing to give. It's human nature. If you like, talk rubbish here. If you like, come and talk trash. You have not been to the position. You don't understand what I'm saying. You have not experienced it. You are still deluded by the fantasy that your wife loves you and all that. The reality is that when you get to our age bracket, you face a new reality. It's a shock that will shock you. So that's why you see these men, they go after young girls. They want to go out. They just need company. They just need somebody who can play stupid games with them. Tell them, I want to ta-ta-ta, I want to knock. Hold their male organ. The girl will just sit with the man because they are brash. They will just hold the man's male organ. And you see some of the men go to take medications to be able to satisfy their sexual urge. Some of them even die on top of them. But the truth of the matter is that there is that vacuum from the wife at home, the religious wife at home, the Pentecostal wife at home, the tongue-talking wife at home, the prayer warrior at home, the woman that is more loyal to the pastor at home, daddy, that kneels down to talk to a young boy who is not up to her husband, calling her daddy, calling Dr. Apoki daddy. Now me born you, but you don't respect your husband at home. It drives the men away. It makes the men age quickly. It makes them go to look for other younger girls to play the role you are not playing. You see Queen Vashti, the man, as Arius just said, just wanted the wife to parade around. Even though he was drunk, what will it take the woman to just walk around and come back and sit down? Maybe the man could have given her a big gift. That's the way it is. The average man, no matter how old he is, he needs you, madam. You are first his girlfriend before being mama. Even though your breasts have sagged, even though your belly has ripples, you have stretch marks, he still loves you. He still wants you. Give him that company, seduce him, dress seductively, let him still be a man. He might not last long. He might come easily, quickly. Don't put him under pressure. He just needs that. He needs the company. He needs sex. He needs closeness. He needs relationship with you. He needs discussion with you. Don't argue. The Bible says it is better to dwell on the top of the roof with vulture and hawks than to dwell in the same house with an argumentative wife, especially in old age. Say it is better for the man to live in the wilderness to dwell in the same house with a hot-tempered wife and an argumentative wife. So you see men running away from home with young girls, running all over the place, and it is because they are deprived of that male need. It is true, women need admiration, women need attention, women need care, women need security. Most times, responsible men are willing to give that. Responsible men are willing to give that. But the typical African female that has reached the age of 60, 50 and beyond, they don't know how to manage relationships in old age. You will wonder what made Bill Gates and Melinda Gates to separate. Do you think it's money? Do you think they don't have vision? Do you think it's ungodliness? No. Sometimes, despite the wealth and despite everything, it becomes boring. This is one reality in old age. One reality in old age that I want to also share is that when these women get older, they reach our age bracket. There are some things they don't take. If you tell them to give an account, this business you are doing, how much is your input? How much is your profit? No. Leave me alone. Manage your own, I manage my own. I've asked several men. This is the truth. They don't want to be audited. They don't. In fact, you will Let me give you an instance. My wife was preparing for her 60th birthday, and there was I was trying to be very happy to surprise my babe and all that. And she was angry. Tell me, I tell you, sir, I won't celebrate birthday. I tell you, sir, I won't celebrate birthday. Look at me. Then after some time, she got dressed. He said, let's take picture. I went and embraced her. He said, people no go no say we quarrel before we take this picture. So sometimes you find it difficult to understand what they want. They will give you one counsel. They will give you a contrary counsel. They will confuse you. And so this man, the younger girl, respects the older man. The older man gives a counsel she takes and everything. So this conflict is a reality in old age. But you see, I love God. I love my wife. I'm responsible to her. I'm responsible to those who are listening to me. I'm responsible to the generation I mentor. I'm responsible to my children. I am responsible to myself and to God. I remain your friend, Dr. Charles Apoki. God bless you.